Welcome back to my channel. It's Tia here. I am going to be filming a Trust Your Nudge every week, a guidance for you. If you run across this video, it means you need to hear it. So, what I want you to do is I want you to think of a number from 1 to 4. Whichever number comes to your mind's eye first. If it's 1, 2, 3, 4, that is the message and the spread for you. So for my number ones, if you are hearing this message, I'm gonna put the intention out there, my guides and angels. I ask you to give guidance to anyone who's watching this video and chooses 1. Let's go ahead and take a look here. Ooh, so if you chose pile number 1, this is about you emotionally and spiritually shifting away from something. So this is all about you finding clarity in something that you never thought was actually for you. When I get this card, it usually means that you're ready to move on and something needs to be fulfilled that's beyond your experience currently. Meaning, something's just not working. And you're feeling the nudge and the pull to kind of explore or become somebody different. This can go from as simple as making a little decision to literally changing where you live or what relationship you're in. It's like there's a part of your soul that's longing and calling for more. I'm just gonna put some clarity to this, guys and angels. Any messages more so for pile number 1? I got drifting, I got unconditional love, and I got second chance. Okay, so for those of you who are watching, this can feel like you are really disconnecting from a person specifically. You obviously still totally love them and wish them the best, but there's a part of you that's wondering if you guys need to start over, you need a fresh start in general. It's almost like a calling of, can I keep going and can this also change at the same time? You want it to be almost like the same person, but a new energy, a new environment, a new situation. You're ready for an evolution within your relationship. Honestly, I wasn't sure if this was a relationship, but it really seems like it is. So if you're listening and you picked pile number 1, here's a question to ask yourself and what to think about. How can you allow yourself to evolve and have a fresh new beginning within the partnership? Sometimes this may mean that you need to separate, but oftentimes when I see this, it means how can we make this work as this new phase is coming to us? So make sure that before you do anything, right, you check in with yourself. Are you fulfilled? Are you doing what's right? Is this something that is a you issue, or is it a you and that person issue? And how can you work with it? This is just saying it's okay to want more. How can you want more and still reconnect and start anew within your relationship? And if you can't, it's okay. But again, this is kind of showing me that there needs to be an opportunity for possibly a second chance or another iteration that's just different and more evolved than what you guys have been thus far. Okay, so that is for my pile 1. All right, guides and angels, for pile number 2, any messages here? What does pile number 2 need to hear? If you picked pile number 2. Ooh, I got 10 of air. All right, let's get some clarity here for this, guys. All right. Wow, you guys. So I don't know what's going on with the people that are watching this, but it's really interesting because I got the 10 of air, which talks about again, an ending of a difficult situation, moving on, moving forward, but more so breaking a pattern. So I want you guys to think about if there's a pattern in your dynamics, your relationship specifically, because it's showing me family, longing, farewells. It's showing me that there's a part of you that feels like you're possibly repeating a pattern with this person. This is somebody that you have a family with, that you're with currently. This is also kind of indicating that your hurt and pain that's been coming up and possibly a pattern has really nothing to do with this person specifically, but also with a past love or somebody that really was from a previous dynamic. And it may be like you may be missing this person, but really what's happening is a pattern is being brought up and it's asking you to release the pattern. Because when I get the card of farewells and I get the 10 of air, it's saying can we break this pattern? Are you really ready to kind of shift away from it? The whole idea here is feel your feelings, but really remember it's probably not the person you're currently with that is making you feel this way. It's probably your past, and this person may be exacerbating it because, again, our relationships are here to help us mirror and heal and kind of look at the things that really ultimately bother us so that we can heal them, not so that we can create disarray in our relationships, but more so that we can be reflecting on what we need to do. So if you've got pile 2, it's really important that you think about what patterns are still playing out that you're ready to release. All right. For those of you that picked pile number 3, here is your reading. Guides and angels, any messages here for pile number 3? 10 of water, beautiful. All right, fantastic. Guides and angels, any messages here for pile number 3? Longing, farewells, pretend. Okay. All right, so if you picked pile number 3, this is talking about really wanting an emotionally bonded relationship and family connection. This is talking about feeling like, you know, kind of content in what you're in, but then almost kind of trying to save face in what you're in and make sure that things are not rocked and that you can still stay happy, because underneath here I still got longing, farewells, pretend. So there's still a part of you that is maybe thinking about a previous dynamic, and is being asked to release it, because what's happening is you don't need to pretend that your feelings don't exist. You can still love somebody from the past and not actually want to physically be with them, right? It's asking that you just don't pretend, because what's really hurting you is you. It's not anything that that person did, or it's not anything that you need to take an action on. It's more about processing the loss that happened with this dynamic so that you can actually fully be content in your current moment and not just half content. It's okay to still miss and love somebody and still know that they are not for you. It's okay. It's just kind of saying you don't need to pretend, because that's what's hurting you the most, and it's what's going to make you really kind of enjoy more of a connected and close dynamic in which you're currently in and longing for. So really be mindful of that. All right. Pile number 4. If you picked pile number 4, this is for you. Any messages here, my guides and angels, for pile number 4? I got 7 of fire. Okay, great. Any messages here for pile number 4? Limit, solitary, and apology. Ooh! So if you picked pile number 4, it's time for you to stand up for yourself and really claim what you want and desire. Again, this is kind of talking about a relational dynamic. Now, this could be work or it could be love life. It's not showing me just love life. This kind of saying like you've hit your breaking point and there's a part of you that needs some space and time alone and some time away from this situation, because you're just at your breaking point. This is the card of like, are you gonna finally stand up for what you want and desire? And you don't need to necessarily fight, but you need to choose your battles wisely and make sure that you are saying what you need. And then apology is saying like, you can still forgive and be like mindful of what happened and what is happening within you, but it's okay to also take space and time. So it's kind of saying like, where is your anger and are you dealing with it? Has somebody made you upset? Have they made you feel like you can, you have to be a certain person, or they're making you question yourself? It's kind of just saying like, you can release some of the anger and the judgment, and then you can go ahead and share what is important to you instead of you coming from a place of aggression or at your literal like limitation or breaking point. This is kind of saying like, stand up for what you want, but remember to do it in a way that is still compassionate and kind. This is the card of, I know you're still angry, but the anger is almost hurting you more than it's hurting the other person. So take time and energies for you to get clear on what you need before you speak up about what you want. Okay. So for those of you who picked today, I want you to take the guidance and I want you to really sit with the questions that I asked. Part of trusting your intuitive guidance is knowing that you still have free will, and this is still completely and utterly up to you. This was just kind of point you in a direction of reflection and understanding what you may need to do to get clarity, okay? So for those of you who watched, I hope you liked this, and can't wait to see you in the next video. Hey everyone, if you like this video, please feel free to like and subscribe to my channel. I would love to see you guys here again, because I love teaching people how to trust their intuition, follow who they are, and lead the change that they want to see in the world. The only way that we do that is if we connect to our true selves and come from a place of truth. So if you like what you're seeing here, please like and subscribe, and I hope to see you next time.